Welcome my friends to a new video. My name is Mr. Orange and this is a Steam guide video. So how to use your Steam launcher better, how to improve the performance, the optimization of the games that you play on Steam. And if you're, for example, completely new to PC gaming and to Steam, then this video is for you. And if you're not new to it, then you would like to watch this video as well. So in this video, we're going to check out the different codes that we have for the Steam launcher, the different launching codes, let's call them like this, or launching options that you have. So launch option. So where do you find this? Where do you have to type in those codes? So maybe that's most important for you. So you go, like for example, I go now on Call of Duty, then I click on properties, Call of Duty properties, and then I find this window here, launch options. So advanced users may choose to enter modification to their launch option. So those launch options modify also different, let's say, Node or Word documents, config documents that you have for this game that you find again on your hard disk, that you find again in the folders of the game. If you don't know how to do this, then please, hey, Google is your friend, guys. So all right, so here is this incredible list that I created and that I found, and I would say we start immediately with it. So let's open here this great list. So I'm scrolling a little bit through. So general Steam launch options. So there's always this this the way how you type it in, so you can just copy paste it in. So if you're interested in this list, and also tell me, write down in the commentary section, then I'm going to upload the full list somewhere. Otherwise, hey, you find the launch options here. So general launch options. So, and maybe before I continue, I need to tell you, oh la la, I saw so many launch options. Example for the usage. So to set multiple launch options, that's also possible. You can combine them in the launch options field. For example, you write a novid, high, full screen, So this would skip the intro video, run the game in high priority, force full screen mode, and set the resolution then to 1928 1080p. By using these launch options, you can tailor your Steam gaming experience to improve performance, stability, and convenience. So you see a lot of options. So also I have to tell you guys, those launch options, use them with your own responsibility, make your own research. So it's not my responsibility if you're going to destroy now the game and you have to reinstall everything. So this is the little disclaimer, all on your own responsibility, accountability. But that's normal. I mean, modding games is normal. So also, my friends, it's very important to know that not all launch option works for every game. So try the launch option for a specific game if you want to change something for a specific game. So it's not going to be, most probably not going to be possible to have the launch options in each of the games. So for example, if it's a pixel art game, so probably some of the launch options wouldn't make any sense. So all right, so what do we have? First, novid skips the intro video of a game for faster loading. So that's actually pretty cool. High, so forces the game to run in high priority mode, giving it more CPU resources. So I think that can be a very useful launch option for those people that have an older CPU. Full screen, so that's a classic, forces the game to launch in full screen mode, windowed, or I think SW forces the game to launch in window mode. So yeah, in the SW is also means that it's the window screen window mode. So noborder launches the game in the window mode without borders, borderless window modes. Everyone knows this. So then we have, of course, the way where you can set a specific resolution. So that's how you do it with, and height. So W and H. That forces the game 7 into DirectX 11 or DirectX 12 if supported by the game. Always find out if it's supported. Then we have forces GL, forces the game to use OpenGL rendering instead of the DirectX. So that's a very interesting code. Refresh rate forces the game to use a specific refresh rate. So you would write then refresh, and then you write the refresh 60 for 60 hertz, for example. So refresh 120 for 120 hertz. So that's actually pretty cool. Then we have plus FPS on the slash max. So set a maximum frame rate for the game example. Then your FPS max 60 to limit the game to 60 frames per second. No joy disables joystick and gamepad. No joy. That's pretty cool. Input which may improve performance if you're not using these devices. devices. So well, how old must your PC be if you really need this? So threads and the number forces the game to use a specific number of CPU threads. So example is threads 4 for a quad-core CPU. Use this really carefully, guys. So heap size, so adjust the amount of memory, also very careful with this. RAM allocated to the game, recommended to set this to half your system's RAM. So for example, heap size, then here this number for 4 GB of RAM, so half of the 4 GB, so 2 GB. Then we have not 3D 9EX, disables direct 3D 9X, which can help if you're experiencing performance issues related to the graphics. Then we have disables the Half-Life TV broadcast system, often used in Source Engine games to improve performance. So Source Engine games, so Half-Life, yeah, Half-Life Source Engine game, Counter-Strike Source Engine game, Team Fortress Source Engine game. So use all of them, maybe try them out on the Valve, on the Steam games, and then also then you can go also to games that are not by Valve. So probably that's a good way how you find out how good those codes are. So advanced specific Steam launch options. So auto config resets video and performance settings to default for the game. I guess this is very useful in case nothing is working anymore. So it's stopping and you cannot even start the game anymore. And the screen, you change the screen resolution, everything is completely messed up. Hey, this is the way to go. Then save sound launches the game in safe mode with minimal settings, useful for troubleshooting crashes. Then we have console, enables the in-game developer console if available, of course, only. Probably not going to be available in a lot of online games. And then we have use forced palms, no force accel, blah, blah. I'll let you read this yourself. So disable mouse acceleration, forces default mouse settings in Source Engine games like Counter-Strike. Then we have the next one is CL Force Preload 1, forces the game to preload all textures and models before entering the game. This can reduce in-game stuttering but may increase loading times. Then we have LV, enables low violence mode in games that supported Counter-Strike again. DX level version forces a specific DirectX version, example DX level 90 for DirectX 9. Some older games can run better on lower versions of DirectX. And then again, here we have something that disables anti-aliasing. It forces anisotropic filtering, useful. Do you ever pronounce those words? I never pronounce anisotropic, I just read it. Useful for improving performance in Source Engine games. Again, then we have display FPS FPS counter in-game for Source Engine games. So this is all for Source Engine games. And then we have no crash dialog, disables crash reporting dialog boxes, allowing quicker restarts if a crash occurs. That's actually cool, so I'm going to try this myself. Then we have VR-specific Steam launch option. So forces game to launch in VR mode. And then disables interpupillary distance adjustment for VR games, no IPD. OpenVR forces the game to use their OpenVR platform instead of other VR API. So those are all the codes that I found for now. So I'm sure, guys, there are even more codes. So make sure to take good care when you use those codes, but I think there's something for everyone. So, and with that, my friend, so here, put them here in the launch option, and then you can start trying to play a bit around with the codes if they help you for this dedicated game. Start maybe with Counter-Strike games, with Team Fortress, with Wolf games, and then you move on to some other third-party games. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. See you the next time. Bye bye.